Hello, this is Susan Smith-Nash, and I'm happy to talk to you today about building student activities. So, we're going to learn a lot in this section. I hope you're happy about that. I am. So, we're going to talk about putting together activities in Canvas. We will overview selecting activities. We will address the questions, which are best, how many, what level, and we will talk about building in interactivity, how and when to build in an interactivity. We will go to the discussion board and examine prompts to develop a learning community. And we will finally look at collaboration, how to use the discussion board for collaboration. So here we are in video, selecting the best activities. There are a number of different activities available in Canvas. They include wikis, surveys, collaborations, discussion boards for portfolios and group projects. For example, we can talk about putting together a wiki that explores the debris from one of the massive marine garbage patches in the Pacific Ocean. We can use wikis to collaborate, and in conjunction with Google Docs, we can build documents collaboratively. We can use surveys, we can use quiz and the survey option. We can use collaborations using Google Apps, not just Google Docs, but also Slides, Google Sheets, etc. Slides is like Microsoft PowerPoint, and Sheets is like Excel. We can also use the discussion board, interaction plus collaboration. So the first thing is we want to select the right kind of activity. First of all, consider your overall objectives and outcomes. Then, consider the cognitive level and the goals of the learners. And then finally, make sure that you make those activities very engaging. Activities put theory into practice. Activities trigger learning. Well-designed activities pique the students' curiosity, and they encourage creative thinking. Canvas offers activities that make students think. Designing activities that encourage creative solutions will develop reflectionable knowledge. So let's take a look and let's just explore what we've got. Let's take a look at the different kind of activities that we can use. So, first of all, let's just go to collaborations. With collaborations, we can use Google Docs. We can create document name. This is a place where we can do a wiki. So we can talk about kinds of wiki, for example, Pacific Ocean debris fields. Basically the garbage, the garbage that, and plastic, etc., that is caught up in currents. We can put a description. And then notice we can collaborate people or groups. We can just create, we can say everyone. So we need to add the collaborators. We're just adding everybody. And then we just say start collaborating. And notice what will happen is eventually this will show up, and it is Google Docs, and we can use this as a wiki. Collaborate and contribute here. Now, let's say that I want to collaborate and contribute, and I want to make sure that people know who's contributed. I can edit the document directly. I can also add comments. So I can add a comment and say, what do you mean? And then just add that comment. And then notice I'm attributed, but then I can also add different colors and make things more like, obviously from me, let's say, okay, I'm the red queen. Somebody else can be the purple king, but at any rate, this is where we can go. So this is just one example of how we can create different types of things, and it's in different activities in Canvas. So Canvas offers activities that make students think. That includes like quiz, doing things to modify quiz to make sure that it encourages people to express their opinions. We can use quiz for surveys. We can also use interpretive writing, and also we can do different things like webinars using Big Blue Button. So we encourage creative solutions with the goal of reflectionable knowledge.